It all started when I was tucking my twin boys in for bedtime, as I do every night without fail, because no matter what anyone tells me, I'm a good, honest, loving mother. Little things like lights flickering didn't bother me as a child nor as an adult, especially when I know my husband isn't the best at maintenance. But he did his best when it came to the renovations, and I couldn't be more proud. Other things didn't either, like when I placed my cutting board on the counter while preparing for dinner, and then when I returned, it was back on the rack. Normal to me because I was tired during those days. My husband worked a lot, and I'm always home with the boys. It takes a toll on both of us, so I don't complain. Not even when I left the car running in the garage last week, then came back to find it had been shut off, and the keys were on the table. Again, tired, perhaps, and most likely I was putting the boys away for their nap and dealing with the groceries at the same time. Maybe it just slipped my mind. Yeah, it was all normal to me. But when I went to bed at night, nearly every night now, that's when I was surely not able to debunk the odd occurrences that were going on. I noticed the lump at the top of my bed, and then I noticed it was getting bigger and bigger each time I got myself ready to call it a night. It was definitely my mattress, but I also didn't know why it was like that. Such an awkward looking lump, just casually sitting at the top of my bed, and no matter how much I pushed it down, it stayed there, growing. I asked my husband could he see it, and he said he couldn't. Maybe he was too tired to answer. I'm certain I'm not going crazy. I don't do drugs, and other than my lack of sleep from this lump, I'm pretty darn sane. The only thing I couldn't explain was the laughter I hear from the lump when I lay down. So the morning, on the day it happened, I flipped my mattress over before getting started with the day. It was now on my husband's side and underneath the bed, pressed against the box spring. I was elated and honestly felt amazing looking at my freshly washed covers neatly pressed on the flat area on my side of the bed. I took off with pep in my step to do my daily task, taking care of the boys' breakfast and lunch, stopping them at their daycare while I ran around town doing errands for our household, as well as for my mom, and then his mom, as they are both older and require a bit of help from time to time. Then groceries are left last, of course, since the daycare is just around the corner from my house and the market. I can get it all done before I have to start dinner and before any of the cold products get tainted. Yeah. Then I prep dinner, then cook, and set the table. By the time my husband comes home, I get the boys ready for bed, clean their mess, and any I may have left in the kitchen. Then I get myself ready for bed, like I do every night, every month, every year. I sat in the bathroom for a moment, sick to my stomach. I wasn't feeling the best and I wanted to lay down, but I also had the strangest feeling to not go into my room. But then my husband screamed and bolted from the room like he was on fire. A terrified look on his face as he noticed me in the bathroom, scared by his outburst. I asked him, what was wrong? And he simply pointed to the bed. I rounded the corner and saw what I feared. My joy, my happiness, my face smiling on the bed, sticking out from where the lump was. And it was back on my side of the bed. That's normal, right? What isn't is the one that's growing where my husband lays.